I spent 9 years of my life in universities. Maybe 100 or 100 more professors I studied under, like took classes with them. There are 2 or 3 that you remember. They are good. I'm not talking about all professors.
Sure.
But it is insane that there is like, you are one of them. I remember one from the first university and one from the second university. But it is crazy. Like for me, this is another rabbit hole. I don't want to go there.
Sure.
But like, do you believe that teaching is a show?
A show?
Yes, like you are a performer.
Oh, I tell people this. Okay, so
it's already 8:30. So
we can stay a few more minutes because this question I find it fascinating.
Okay, yes.
And I want to dedicate some time to this if you have time.
I have a lot of time.
Okay, perfect.
You have the time. Okay.
So I actually have a presentation that I made.
Okay.
And if you want, I can share the slides with you.
Sure.
Which is my teaching journey.
Okay.
And what I think about teaching, and then some tips and guides.
Sure. Okay.
And I tell people this: I am very shy.
Okay.
In like a social situation in real life.
Okay.
But when I enter into a classroom, it's almost like I am somebody else.
Okay.
So I feel like I have 2 personalities. I have the normal Tallys, and I have the teaching Tallys. The teaching Tallys approaches a random person he's never seen and says, "What's up? What's going on? I like your shirt." It's like, I would never do this at a party. Or even if I liked a lady and I say, I want to approach her and talk to her.
You would not do
never.
That. Okay.
I would just be by myself in a corner holding a glass and looking at everybody. If I was in a party where I knew no one, I would not like make friends. If nobody came to talk to me, I would not talk to anyone.
Sure. Okay.
So this is my normal me.
Okay.
And then there's the other one, and I don't know what happens.
Yes.
But it's like I step into this world where I'm like, I know this. These people are here because they want to learn about this.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them about it.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the sensation that I know something you don't.
Okay.
And that puts me at ease.
Yes, at ease. That you are in control of this situation.
Exactly. And then I transform.
Yes.
And I totally believe that teaching has a lot of intersection with acting.
With acting, yes.
Because you have to play a persona, especially if you want to be like the professor that people remember, or the professor who wins awards, or whatnot. You cannot be average.
Yes, you cannot.
Or boring.
Yes, exactly.
Or standard. Somehow you have to, because the other thing is, people's attention span is short.
Yes.
And you can lose them very quickly.
Sure, definitely.
So unless you're constantly giving and giving and
the bow tie is part of it.
Well, so the bow tie was for a while. Now I don't do the bow tie anymore. I may come back to it. But I feel like, and I say this in my presentation about the teaching, I feel like I am shooting rays of energy from my chest into you guys, because otherwise you guys are going to be like
sleeping.
And when you get that, and I just sent that boom, you know, it's like I have a magical power. Then I shoot, and I shoot the energy, and you can do this in many ways, like you know, varying the volume of your voice and telling jokes and you know, walking around and addressing specific people, bringing up, you know, something that someone said in the news. But the idea is people have to be constantly like jolted, like I touch you and hey, wake up, hey, stay with me, because otherwise you're gonna drift off thinking of something else, look at your phone, fall asleep.
I love it.
So to do that, you gotta be an entertainer. So I feel like, yes, a good teacher is like a stand-up comedian, or some sort of entertainer that keeps you alive. And for that, you can't be normal, because nobody is like that. You have to step into a role and become a character.
Yes, I agree.
Totally think this is.
I love it.
How it's.
And this is why, again, I'm so glad that we talked about the things in the beginning. This is one of the things I wanted to bring with you. You do everything you said about the tone, how you look, the news, everything. You use it little bit by little bit, but it is an art. And this is why I'm not talking bad about professors. This is what a lot of professors, in my opinion, need to learn. Because again, 9 years of my life in university, I passed through hundreds, and the ones that were good teachers, this is what you're talking about it in the beginning, are very, very rare. Very rare. They might be smart people, but not good teachers.
Well, of course, you polish it little by little. I'm better now than I was 20 years ago.
Of course.
But I think it's a combo of you have to enjoy it.
Okay.
Because I really love this.
You really love
and
it.
Because you really love it, you come in a good mood.
Yes.
And that allows you to throw in the energy.
Sure.
Because if you're coming, oh man, I have
I don't
to
want to
teach
do
this again.
Yeah.
Where is that energy going to be coming from?
From nowhere.
It's not going to be coming. And then the people feel it.
They feel it. They go to
Because
sleep.
you can totally tell, is that guy happy to be here? Did he have a bad day? Is he worried? Is he tired?
Yes.
You can tell.
Can tell it very
look
quickly.
Immediately.
Yes.
And you have always to be on top.
Yeah.
Like, I just had 8 hours of sleep. I had a great breakfast. I went to the gym. I showered, and I'm boom.
And then you go to the class.
And even when I'm not, and sometimes I was not, I was like completely dead. And I take a deep breath, and I come in like, boom, I'm exploding. It's like, wow, this guy just, what's happening?
Where's
You didn't
the
drink a Red Bull?
Yeah.
It's almost like you drink a Red Bull and you go in and you throw all of it.
I love it.
And at the end of a teaching day, and a lot of my career, I taught like 4 hours a day, like 2-hour sessions. There was a period when I taught 3 2-hour sessions on the same day. But even the 2-hour sessions, at the end of the day, when you leave the classroom, you are physically tired.
Tired, of course.
Because even though you didn't work out,
your lungs,
the fact that you want to push the energy out,
yes,
even if it's just psychological energy,
yes,
drains you.
Yeah, I know.
And I tell people in this presentation, if you don't get home and you're like, I'm exhausted, even though I did nothing physical, you didn't do enough.
Yes, of course.
You didn't push enough energy out of you.
I teach currently in construction companies, Excel, and that's another question. I want to tell you, what is the best piece of software? I think you will say Excel. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, I think every piece has their purpose.
Yes, for sure, for sure. But I teach now, and I teach in companies, and my classes are always the top-rated classes.
Awesome.
You know why? Because I saw all these professors took what is the best and the energy.
I did the same.
It's crazy.
You know,
yes.
Everything that I am today as a professor is like, this is bad.
Yes.
Don't do it. This is good. Do that. Yes. And it's a collection of everyone you sat and you watched.
And I really believe that you don't get better with practice. You get better with reflection. Like, reflection is more important than practice.
I think the student evaluations, I like to read them. I learned a bunch of things from those.
Yes.
And yes, definitely. Yeah. You have to kind of think about, okay, what did because you can tell when you leave the room, it's like, today, this thing didn't go well.
Yes.
And the days when I have 2 sections that I teach the same thing twice, a lot of times in the second section, even in my evaluations will show, the second section gave me higher grades.
Yes.
And it's because every mistake I made here, I corrected,
in the second
and then I did it better that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Professor, thank you so much.